Andrew, Long Lolo, Counselor, PK, Watch Chris. What's up, everybody? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I'm running through basically the stuff that I'm prioritizing for having ready for the Black Friday sale. Is kind of what I'm doing right now tonight. Uh, doing things like grabbing a watch and going, all right, this thing ain't got no battery, but it's a nice little Swiss Army. Should I put a get a battery in this in time for the sale? Would someone want to pick it up if it was, running? That kind of thing. It's going to be a big grab bag of all kinds of weird, random things from nice stuff like Swiss Army to kind of novelty stuff. It's going to mostly be, like I said, this is going to be mostly getting ready for the Black Friday sale, kind of checking stuff out, sharing things to look at. Anyway, we got everything from, oh, here we go, another Swiss Army, a legitimate piece of orology, and also things like goofball fun stuff. But some of this stuff is, I don't have enough time to actually get everything ready in time, so to speak. So I'm kind of polling people, if you see something that you'd want to see in the sale, let me know and I'll make sure that it's, fixed up and operating and all that kind of stuff in time. Because, for example, like an on the fence type of piece, Armatron. It's a fine enough little quartz piece there, but is anyone really going to be interested in that, or should I just save that for later as a filler piece? What that is, that's weird. Some stuff, like this here, it needs a new battery, but that's definitely going to be in the sale because it's just really, really cool and really, really nice. Ed, B. Patrick, Jared, hello, welcome everybody. We're kind of going through a little preview of some of the stuff that'll be on sale at the Black Friday sale this coming Friday, 8 p.m. That's when we're going to go nuts. Liquidate stuff is like ridiculously cheap. Another fine piece from the Swiss Army. Is this a Wenger or a Swiss Army or what? Curious myself. It's always tough getting that angle there. There it is. Victorinox. Okay. Yeah, I think that one will make the cut to. It's showing that it's running, but I think I'm probably going to still want to put a new battery in that. We have the most Scottish looking Timex you ever did see. That'll probably be one of them dollar starts. Ooh, that's an actual original strap. That's kind of cool. And for those of you that are just joining in, we're kind of going through what we're going to potentially have for our big Black Friday sale on Friday. A little baby J. If you want to see something potentially cool that's going to show up on the sale, we have here a 1947 Omega. That is, oh, come on, get a start there. There you go. Things in pretty tremendously good shape. Like that's going to be available on Black Friday. Or a nice Universal Genève. Or even something as fun as a little Swiss Army diver. I think they'd probably call this a, I don't know if this is a ladies or a unisex. It's probably like a 34 or a 35. Like it might have been a unisex when it came out, but it's probably considered a ladies now. It's kind of cool. What else is going to be awesome for this thing here? Got a lot of Swiss Army stuff, actually, in the last batch of bulk items here. I got an absolute ton of it that it needs to get new batteries in. Like I say, I'm kind of going through things here with everybody, and if you see anything you definitely want to see on the sale there, do let me know, and I'll make sure it's got fresh battery and looking nice and ready to go. Like this here Timex looks pretty nice, but strap has seen better days, that's to be sure. So we need to put a new strap on that as an example. Uh, One of the cool vintage pieces that will be popping up on Friday is a very nicely patinaed Bulova. I think this one's from the 60s, judging by the lug work and the bezel there. Volvo. Yeah, I definitely that's kind of interesting. I don't know if anyone actually would want a Volvo watch, but that's kind of cool that it exists, I guess. Mm-hmm. And we have here a very, very poorly faked Chanel watch, looks like. Uh, I mean, there's a possibility this might be Jen, but like I don't know. I'm very skeptical on this thing here. I'll have to do a little research with it, but I just, it doesn't feel like one of their high end watches. In fact, a piece of it just broke off here. And it looks like it was glued. Yeah, that's probably going to go under the hammer there. I think we ain't got no time for no fake watches. What we do have time for though is a whole new world. It goes into the watch lot. Yeah, it might. Yeah, just throw it in there. Because yeah, towards the end of the night, I'm probably just going to start throwing stuff in a pile and let the bidding commence. That's always kind of fun. Be a good way to end out the Black Friday. What else we got here? This is a pretty cool one. Here is a nice little hammy. Little small seconds on a sub dial there. And again, everybody, make sure to follow me or bookmark the Friday show, because that's where all this stuff is going to be coming up. For the ladies, we got another Hamilton. Yeah, Friday is going to be off the chain, counselor. It is going to be a absolute banana. Well, it's got a good wine on this lady's Hamilton. Let me get up to the mic, see if you can hear it. That sounds nice. That's very cool. Something else that's going to be popping up there is a Chronomaster. I think this is the A66. I can't remember. I have to pull all the paperwork and everything that came with it. But perpetual calendar, more accurate than a Grand Seiko. Or maybe if you're feeling a little rough and tumble, a nice little mud resistant Casio. It'll be kind of fun. I'm really looking forward to this sale thing. It's going to be pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. This Coach. Another one of, this might actually be genuine Coach. It's always hard to tell with some of these brands, like whether or not something's a replica or not. I'll just say counterfeit, I guess, really, because replica is reserved for like when they actually try. Oh yeah, on the Coach, yeah, that was a nice color there. Marathon, that's another ladies, a nice athletic watch. Also was coming up there is another. This is a Omega Yenavi. This one's also going to be up on Friday. Puede. Fossil, probably not. Meh. What else we got in here? Timex. Taking lickings and keeping on ticking for many, many, many years. Hello to anyone just joining us. Be sure to like or follow me on here or bookmark the upcoming show on Friday. We're going to be blowing out all this stuff, everything from bargain stuff like that Timex you just saw to, let's find something interesting here. A nice vintage Goldie Wittenauer. How am I going to run them? If you look over in the next show, there's a huge list of stuff there, like 50 something pieces so far, and where they're all going to start at. There's going to be a ton of $1, $3, and $5 starts. That's going to be probably the bulk of the stuff, but there's going to be starts up to, hundreds and even thousands of dollars, depending on, where your budget lies and what you want to pick up. Let's see what else we have here for the fun times. What is this thing? I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's going to be a MR Ducks Complete End Gift Box. Or Ducks Unlimited, I'm sorry, not MR Ducks. It's actually a nice, well-made case there. Like felt bottom. It's kind of nice. I mean, I don't know what it's worth, but it's nice looking. What fun times. I don't know about that. What is this? Skagen. Skagen? I don't know how you pronounce that, to be honest. I like their stuff. They're, I believe, owned by the Fossil Group, or were bought by the Fossil Group, and they specialize in making very, very slim but nice quartz pieces. I am fond of them, to be honest with you. I think they're pretty cool. Let's see what we got here. Citizen Eco Drive. I'll have to stick this out in the sun for a while and make sure it still works. But this is a vintage ass ProMaster, I think. Yeah, the Skagens are nice. I'm a big fan of them. I think they're kind of sleepers there. A lot of Fossil stuff gets sleepers because they're so associated with Fossil's also associated with doing stuff like this, which I'm not gonna lie is actually kind of cool. I mean, it's something to look at. Yeah, Zodiac is the imprint of theirs, I guess. And they bought STP. They own STP now for the movements, which you'll see on occasion in actual Fossil pieces, but not often. I don't have. What? Oh yeah, I do have some massive Invictas, as well as some massive diesels that are going to be potentially available come Friday. I say, if any of this stuff you're seeing, just say something in the chat about it, and I'll make sure that it's, got a functioning battery and telling good time by the time we actually begin our big sale event. Festina, nice 90s. Got two nice watches last night. What'd you get? I'm always interested in hearing about new acquisitions. New watch alert is one of my favorite things. Got a nice little Casio there. That one's still running. I can see it's got a. This is one of those weird ones. Got the. Oh yeah, the running seconds are in the right spot. Never mind. There we go. Oop. And it's not resetting correctly. That's going to require a little bit of looky-looing. Have to figure that one out. Let's see what other fun stuff we got here. Oh, we have a sad, neglected F91. The band has rotted off. the battery has died. Oh, San Martin GMT coming. What is it the Seiko or the Miura movement on that one you got coming in, counselor? Ah, the Seiko. Nice done. Ooh, Elgin Deluxe. That's very nice. I got an Elgin downstairs that's going to be part of the sale too, but I'll get around to that later. A Bulova. What do they call this thing? The whale thing. I forget. It's got an actual name, but I forget what it is. Heavy gold electroplate bezel. I don't even know what that means. A Sea King. There we go. Thank you, counselor. Well, it does appear to be running. Those bezels are pretty dope. Yeah, I am a fan of the hair grabbers because, well, thanks to my Irish blood here, I am not a hairy man, so I don't really get caught up by these as much. I find them to be very comfortable, especially like this where it's nice and slim, so you get a lot of like really good adjustment to them. What else fun here? Oh, yeah, this is a cool one here. This one, I'm I'm not really sure how to even. Yeah, I don't blame you swapping for leather either. Yeah, this one's kind of a hybrid thing. It's got a little bit of a hair grabber, and the rest is just regular links. This is a Longines. That crystal is going to be interesting to try and source, to say the least. But man, that thing is pretty. Mm, yeah, that's going to be one. That'll be coming up on Friday. Everything from medium vintage to inexpensive vintage, like say a Waltham, to this is far and away the what's going to be the most expensive piece on there is this here Movado. Um, these are sometime between what is it? They were made from 1939 to like 1960, and this is the last of the in-house Movado mechanical chronographs from before they switched over to having Zenith make them for them. This was back when Movado was like an actual powerhouse in the Swiss industry, not an endless supplier of museum pieces. I like the Movado Museum, but like they used to make this, they could again. And in particular with this, what I dig is the chronograph is actually started on the bottom, not the top. Oh, there we go. And it'll put more wind in it here. These things, depending on condition and everything, there it goes. There you go. Just need a little wind to it. These things on like Chrono 24 and whatnot seem to list between like 5 and 10,000. Yeah, they're yeah, they are honestly even still even at those ridiculously high prices, they're kind of a sleeper because comparable stuff from say Zenith or Abercrombie or Rolex or even, go for many, many, many times more. But it's pretty cool. It's definitely the high watermark by a factor of several. Everything else is going to be far less than that. Like for example, Tinkerbell. I love going through these big bins of just like random stuff that I pick up on watch lots. It's always cool to see what might show up. Like an Invicta that's a little bit big, but not horrifyingly so. And wow, look how slim that thing is. What? Southern Horology. How much on which one? The Movado, I've got set at a start of 4,000. But during the sale, we can talk. But yeah, that's gonna be Friday at 8 o'clock. Rob Skellington, probably not tonight. This is really just kind of going through some of the um, watch lot stuff that I'm have yet to really. Yeah, this is mostly a preview show. If you look at the show, my next show in the store there's a ton of stuff there. Um, like 50 something pieces already on list. And this is just kind of going through some recent stuff that I haven't had a chance to sort through or decide on. And I'm just trying to show off some of the stuff at the lower and the middle end of things that will be getting listed hopefully in time for the show on Friday. The ladies Eco Drive. It's hard to see in this light, but that I do believe looks like a kind of a mother of pearl doll. Boy, that crystal is scratched all to shit though. I have to see what can be done to bring that up. My watches I source from all over the place, from thrift shops to other collectors to Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, literally just about anywhere I can look. I will try to find stuff. I'm always on the lookout for things that are interesting, weird, or ridiculously underpriced. Like these things here, this is just a bulk purchase. I want to say these came from eBay. Pay like $150 and get a big pile of stuff that probably mostly doesn't run, and you got to figure out what's worth salvaging and what isn't, and then you end up with like odd things like novelty Philadelphia Phillies watches, which is kind of cool. Let's see what else is here. Yeah. Oh, Maurice Lacroix. We'll have to see if it's that appears to be genuine. Was that Perlage, I think it's called. It's kind of a rotating thing. You need a little bit of a bankroll to get started, but once you do, it's just a matter of you just keep rolling stuff into the next, big purchase, and you basically are looking. Honestly, it's similar to poker, where you're looking to make a big score once in a while, and that big score will help you finance through your lean times of not getting so much. Because I've definitely gone through stuff like this that I paid hundreds of dollars for, 15, 20 pounds of watches that I paid a whole lot of money for and got nothing but garbage, and sometimes you get, a Maurice Lacroix, which is pretty nice. So it's very much a crapshoot, and you very much, it's just kind of you got to be ready to roll with the punches of some days are good, some days are bad. Some days you get a big bird watch, which is kind of cool. Yeah, letting go of stuff is very difficult. It's honestly probably the one of the hardest things about it, to be honest. Really, yeah, is just you get something like this. I think I showed this off already earlier, but like a really nice, cool Omega, and yeah, I should make a little profit off of this, but I don't want to. I mean, eventually, I'm going to list it. I'm going to possibly and probably sell it, but I don't necessarily want to. I like it quite a lot. Yeah, but you got to where you're going to end up with so much stuff that you'll never be able to actually enjoy any of it. Like you got to set a point of like, okay, at what point do I let something go? At what point do I move on from it? What's this here? That is a interesting Victorinox. That's kind of cool. A little stealth action there. That's pretty neat. And honestly with these like big bulky purchase things where you're just getting to mix lots of stuff. I mean, just going through it is like half the fun. Just hey, look, Like it's a Seiko quartz. It's absolutely nothing special. It's probably only worth a few dollars, but it's really cool and it's nice and retro. Exactly. The treasure hunting is absolutely the best part of it. A Jurassic Park watch. That is interesting. Very interesting. I'm definitely have to sacrifice a battery to see if this thing runs or not. Because again, it might be worth $2, but it's really cool. And sometimes that's all that matters. I've got a fun little swatch with a strap that has not dry rotted. You definitely need to get a little cleaned up there, buddy, though. You are dirty. Crystal's in good shape, though. All right. I'm dying to see what this thing is because it's got like the most orangey orange NATO that I've ever seen. What do you got there? Oh, a cool little Timex, like a kind of a mid-size. This would be maybe unisex, maybe a ladies. Probably lean it towards being a ladies. Probably like a 35, maybe a 36 mil. What we got here? Fossil. Titanium fossil. That's interesting. And this bezel is like the loosest thing. I feel like a DJ. Wiki. Sometimes this is just for my own enjoyment. Oh my goodness, man. This thing is a little beat up. Yes, Timex, actually, yeah, they are a great first watch for kids. My daughter has a Kermit the Frog Timex. Ooh, a little G-Shocking. Strap's seen better days, but it is definitely original. It's in serviceable shape. It's just definitely a little, I don't know about serviceable at that point. We'll see if we can get it running at least. Someone would love to bring this back to a daily wear. Oh, it's an interesting. Oh, yeah, you get stuff like this. We got here Baylor. What is this? Swiss made automatic. Shock proof. Baylor, I've never even heard of this. Sky. Does that say Sky Star? I gotta have to. Boy, this boy needs a serious business cleaning. Well, it looks pretty cool. Has it got any juice in it? Oh wow, started right up. Cool. I mean, whatever bracelet is probably aftermarket, but it's definitely Dunzo McBunzo there. And that's the fun stuff you find in the in the grab bags. I hear the pitter patter of a child's feet heading up here. Yeah, hello. Don't need to announce it. Yeah, that bracelet does feel very Timexy. Got some fixed bezel Batman. This looks like from the old like Michael Keaton movies here. Like the font and the logo, that's definitely the old Keaton era stuff. I wonder. AccuTime, that says a lot right there. No year on the trademark, but it's got the WB and everything. Yeah, I feel like this is probably late 80s, maybe early 90s, maybe for Batman Returns or whatever, or Batman Forever or whatever the sequel was called. Oh, it's still actually the zip tie still got it trapped in there. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know. I might not even put the battery in there and just sell this thing right as is since it hasn't even been cracked. It's kind of a cool collector's item there. Oh, I see we got a cousin piece back here too. A dingy ass Superman. Wait a minute, Brad. If you're Batman, who am I? I thought I was Batman. Another fixed bezel. Damn it. Robin, can I be Alfred at least? I want to be someone cool and contributing. It also depends on which Robin here too. Yeah, this feels doomsday because I think that scuffiness is actually like part of it. So that would also make sense. Death of Superman. Yeah, the Robins, like the Dick Grayson Robin was awesome. Tim Drake was pretty cool. I finally warmed up to Damian Wayne Robin, but it took me a long time of dealing with his annoying little ass before like they finally figured out his character. Oh, little pocket watch. Oh, Jason Todd. Ugh. Greatest thing Joker ever did was beat that little brat to death with a crowbar. Uh, what is this? Arnex. Oh, it runs. That's kind of cool. Swiss Inca Block. A pretty butterfly. Oh yeah, Jason Todd's death. They did a 900 number, so you had to pay money back in the before time. There were these things called 900 numbers that when you dialed it, it charged you like anywhere from like a flat fee of like 45 cents to $1 or even per minute. And DC Comics set up a 900 number, two of them, to decide whether or not Jason Todd would live or die from his attack by the Joker. And it was actually kind of close, if I remember. It was only like a few hundred votes, but they went with it. They like, you voted to kill Robin. Here's a dead Robin, and they kept him dead for decades. I want to say the better part of 20 years before they finally, do what comic books do and brought him back from the dead. What is this thing? This crystal is bananas on it. Precision what? Gruen. Okay, that's cool. It's a nice ladies' watch. It's like look at this. Look at the distortion on that freaking crystal, man. That is wow. Yeah, comic time is always weird. Like Dick Grayson went from like a 14-year-old Robin to a full grown ass man, and Batman aged like 3 weeks. Yeah, that's definitely a grandma watch there. Ooh, a ladies' precisionist. That is pretty dope and in good condition too. The strap's a little bit worn. I mean, this has definitely like actually been used, which is cool. I like getting watches that have actually like been out in the world and like seen some stuff here. That's cool. Everything seems to be in functioning order at least. Just gotta pop a battery in there to see if she'll run nice and smooth like the precisionist should. But even the precisionist is not a direct sweep. It is a 16 ticks per second. So it just gives the look of a sweep. What we got here? Armatron. Good old Armatron. When you're at Walmart and you need something right now to tell time, Armatron. Let's see what else we got here. Michael Kors. And this is where I, again, kind of like say Fossil gets a little bit of a bad rap because Michael Kors stuff is made by Fossil. Fossil actually makes a lot of fashion brand stuff, but some of the stuff is actually like pretty nice. Like this is not bad. It's got some like really nice heft to it. It's all stainless. The bezel action is actually pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. Signed crown, solid end links. I mean, hell, you can't even get that out of Seiko sometimes. Oh, this is feeling like a Timex band. Let's see what it happens to be, though. Colby, the White Mules. I have no idea what this is, but it's awesome. It's apparently dust-proof, too. Boy, that's really good. Hello, everybody that's joining. This is a preview show for the big Black Friday sale. It's going to be Friday at 8 p.m. You're going to see some of the stuff that we're going through here. This is just kind of me going through some my last big shipment of bulk watch stuff before the sale that I'm going to try and get as much of this up and running as I can. But there will be some very cool stuff at the what is hello Accutron? Is this Presented to Francis Ferry by Suburban Propane and Gas Corporation for 25 years of service, 1950 to 1975. Wow. Rolled gold, gold electroplated. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a tuning fork one. I have oh, I am wearing a tuning fork one right now. And that, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it through the mic. That hum is absolutely delicious. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see here. Most of the tuning forks are usually the setting it does it's crownless. It's the set is on the back of it. It's got like a little thing there. Let me pull this thing off here so I'm not hurting myself or anything. Yeah, these things are actually set by a whoop, and you just twist that to set the time on it and where the battery goes. But this this is the 214. Yeah, this one I don't know. I've never seen this particular flavor of it, but I think I do have some of the not quite exact Accutron batteries because they stopped making them because it's like a 1.3 instead of a 1.5 volt. So you have to put a 1.5 volt in there and it ends up running a few seconds fast per day and doesn't last as long and eventually will cause damage to the movement. But turning on it's a little bit stiff. So we're going to have to see what happens when we pop a battery in there to see if the memento for Francis J. Ferry Jr. Yeah, these were actually very popular to have engraved because this one here went to a Mr. Where is that here? Got the name on this thing somewhere. Hunter Mack, and it was given to him on Christmas Day of 1967. Very nice. And this is actually the original bracelet for it, even, which I thought was very, very cool. Yeah, hopefully that Accutron has some life left in it. That would be very cool. Ooh, let's see what little. Yeah, this is what you usually get in those mixed bag bins is some extremely beat up. I hear a Timex. And water resistant, that's accepting some winding. I don't think it's going to actually run though. This thing might be, this might be one for the, not quite the bin, but I got a box of these might be worth fixing if someone wants to put the time and energy into it. I have to eventually do a sale on those one day. Oh, what we got here? A missing an minute hand, badly faked Capeland, I believe. Baume and Mercier. No, that's first problem there. Should be, that's supposed to be Baume et Mercier, not Baume and Mercier. Stainless steel auto quartz. Wasn't auto quartz a Tissot movement? Yeah, there's no way this thing is real. Oh god, no, that bezel's garbage too. Strap's really nice though. That actually might be real. Stingray, that might actually be like authentic. The strap might be. The watch definitely isn't. HCW? Yeah, I don't even know what that is at all. Oop, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's probably going to go in the pile of stuff at the end of the show, perhaps. Well, that's kind of cool. An Orvis chronograph. Crystal's chipped up pretty good, but it feels like it's plastic at least. A little poly watch can bring it back to life. That's kind of neat. Original strap of anything? Hard to say. Again, definitely been worn, which I like to see. I'm not sure because there's an Orvis and an Orvin, and I always mix them up, and I have no idea which is which anymore. A screw down crown, or is it just a screw down crown? It feels like. Oh yeah, screw down crown. That's kind of nice, at least. Interesting. I'll show you what else we got here. And Armatron. This is probably just a day-night complication. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's cute. What else we got here? What are you? Oh, Helson. Ladies. Yeah, that's. Start a little movement. No, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe we'll come back on that one later. What is this mammoth thing? Oh, I think there's another diesel here. Holy crap. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my God. I got to put this on my wrist just so you can actually really, look at that thing. That is just bananas. Is that diesel, Orvis, or something else entirely? Oh, it's even got a fakie meter. Yeah, this is, I don't even know if this is that. This is like got what looks like the painted on. Yeah, no name. Okay, this is actually a diesel homage with a fixed bezel, fake chronograph, no actual. They're just painted on. Oh my God, that's kind of sad. Moving on. What other fun stuff do we have? Oh, you look old. What are you? An old fossil from the something bowl. So some sort of co-branded thing. That's neat. What else we got for sale coming on Friday? Asset Reliability Engineering from Kraft. Asset Reliability Engineering. They just need to make sure they get their mac and cheese going. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. And again, make sure you're either following me or have bookmarked the show coming up on Friday, where you can get your hands on all of this cool stuff. Whoa. Oh, this thing is dirty. But it's got like some sort of like speaker grill up thing up top there. Is that a missing button or just one of those push pin ones? I can't tell. Looks like a missing button, maybe even. I have to do some research on this one. Yeah. Hey, this is cool though. What in the? It's an interesting way to handle the micro adjust there. That's cool. Never seen anything like that before. Oh, pathetic donkey. I don't think you're pathetic. I think you're awesome. All right. Well, I hope you have enjoyed seeing all sorts of interesting, weird things. And do come see me Friday to see some of the less weird and potentially, more worthwhile things. Like we got Swiss Army, we got Omega, we got Longines, we got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. So be sure to join us. It's going to be a blast. Thanks for coming. All right. I'm going to go ahead and raid everybody off into someone else's thingy here. Bing. Create a raid. Ooh, Strong Island, 100%. We are definitely going over there. Have a good night, everybody.